What's going on YouTube? This is your boy Tig right here, just part of Project Over Mike. Have a conversation about if you've seen the previous video, I explained things, but it's the curse of black people is happening and it keeps on happening. And I don't think we'll ever break it no time soon because we're slaves. Let me set up Facebook Live and do this thing. I hope I can do this quickly. Oops. Of course. Switch. There we go. Alrighty then. All right. So let's have a little conversation quick about this because this is crazy. So you got a lot of people out there right now doing hashtag mute Kanye West, and everybody's getting up for the TC. One man says something and it goes crazy in the world. We give a lot of words powerful thought. That is true. For some reason, I saw a video today was ridiculous. This man basically now got charged for battery and a hate crime because a lady, black, and a white man, basically she cut him off and blocked traffic. He got the car. He's angry. She's angry. He used an epithet that I don't like using. He used the N-word or whatever. And at the time you cut him off. He could have hit somebody, whatever. But the old guy could have been, like I said, I'm not going to deny it. He could be racist because he's 80 years old and you're in your 40s. And you decide to hit the man. But he got charged for battery and you swung on him first. You guys are creating your own boogeyman. You create your boogeyman, and after the boogeyman happens, it's going to go, how should I say this? You're creating the boogeyman, and now the boogeyman is alive and it's taking over everybody's lives. So it is what it is. So seeing what certain radio station shows and stuff been talking about, I took it upon myself to have a little conversation about this. So let's dive into this for a quick second. I'm trying not to be as long as it is, but we gotta listen to CNN. I have to laugh because now that we have things going on with the president and everything now, CNN now, before they used to get remember the 24-hour show channel, they used to get 500,000 people watching them a day. Now they get a million people viewership view CNN. All the others transit, but view CNN. They don't combine. So, but I have to get two things because it's weird how the curse keeps on happening. So let me get to right here. Again, those who join in, I did a video about this already about the whole 400 years thing, but I'm not gonna go too detailed. But I gotta break this thing because the whole 400 years thing is funny as well to me because these guys said look at history, look at books, but they continue the same, how should I say, groupthink? No. Script. Bingo. Script. They continue the same script. So they continue the same script because Chance the Rapper came out, said, I agree with Kanye with this. Everybody jumped on him, and then he had to go back and tweet, well, I don't believe. I was like, so people can't even free, as point out here, you're going to say, oh, that's not free think. So somebody can't think on their own no more. They got to, all of us collectively think the same as black people, which is, I never understand that thing, and that's weird, but I don't come from another country to come up here. Huh. But let's see what happens. So let's listen to a little bit of CNN and see what's going on. And also, I got to talk about what the radio stations are now doing, which is stupid to me. Oh, and if that's the case, I need to do one more thing. I can't believe I forgot one more thing to look up because he's gonna explain way better. He's gonna explain way better than I could. Well, he puts a point. Let's put it, like I say, he gives a point, and that's why I want to use that. Let me try to cue this up for a quick second. Where is the headphones? Let me cue this for a quick second. So I want to The point will be established in it. Give me 1 second, because I know they always do ads and all that stuff. Okay, found it. Quick, let's get into it and get it over with. So, all right. Doing everything, you gotta do everything yourself. Oops. That's weird, because I thought it was mute. Let me check here. Mic check 1 2 1 2. All right, I was gonna say that's kind of weird. Anyway, so let's just get to it. Whatever with the CNN stuff, it has, and the radio rappers and everything, because we are perpetuating this stuff.
Kieran, slavery for 400 years is a choice. What's your reaction?
It's, again, unfortunate, you know.
Yes.
We're all worried about Kanye, but at this point, we're all also angry and offended. And
angry and offended of what? One man's words?
Hurt. And he's also factually incorrect.
Really? He's factually incorrect for what he stated. Okay. Like I said, I did a video about it, so I already said, and I'll just do a quick synopsis at the end. Oh, you know what? She answered it right here. So let's go.
Right? So slave rebellions, armed slave rebellions have happened in every slaveholding state in this country.
Yeah, and what did those people who did the armed rebellions? They choose not to be slaves. Most of them got killed. Some was there. Some basically was used as to say, "Hey, you do this, step out of line. We're going to do this to you." And so that proves the point. You choose to be it. Nobody chooses to be a slave. That's the whole point I did in my video. Nobody chooses to be a slave, but you stayed that way. That's the problem. That's what he was trying to state. Said it in a messed up way. I give you that. But the way he emphasized it, if you watch the interview, he emphasized it over and over again, the 400 years thing, which, again, I'll debunk that right now, too.
We have resisted slavery for as long as we've been here.
Really? So why do a lot of people still do the exact same things we vote the same way, we do things the same way? Anyway.
His association with slavery is so just uninformed. And I think the problem with Kanye today is that he's taken for granted that his lack of information, it can pass for opinion in a public sphere.
It is opinion. Everybody has opinions, but people can't speak now.
And particularly for his young Black fans and followers, I'm worried for them. Because I'm not sure that they can make the distinction between where he's going and the truth.
Well, and that's
where he's going and the truth. Well, let's
probably that's why we're covering it so much, because in my estimation, this is dangerous. And again,
it's dangerous by what
I said all along, and you said on Kanye can say whatever he wants. He can put.
So what's the problem if he could say what he wants? Why give it that power then?
Whatever he wants, but he should understand the power of his platform. You
mean like the other rappers who say horrible things about Black people, killing, drugs, bitches, hoes, how many women I slept with? I don't see you talking about that, Donnie Boy.
Has to be responsible, as Van said today, and he has to know his facts before he thinks, Mark, that this is a new conversation. Right, that he's having, because he just discovered it.
He just discovered some information, and I want him to discover information. I also want him to discover books.
Oh.
And I want him to read those books and read that information before he offers of public opinion. But in the Kanye West universe, at least right now, whatever he thinks is the most important thing, facts be damned. And that's something that's super dangerous. In many ways, he is like Trump. I mean, I think he's wrestling with himself.
Really?
I see
Trump?
why he likes Donald Trump. And
He says why he likes it.
yeah, I mean, he's a rich, successful white man who does whatever he wants under any circumstances. He doesn't need facts. He doesn't need anything else.
He doesn't read.
And he just says, and he doesn't read. I mean,
Oh Lord, you gotta love this.
But the thing is that
You gotta love this.
he talks about his. He doesn't know his. He doesn't even know his history of Donald Trump.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is so he just hasn't read about Donald Trump.
I don't care about the Donald Trump thing. Let's get to
what
this
he
slavery
associates
stuff.
with braggadocio and bravery and radical free thought.
Yeah.
However, you're wearing a MAGA hat as though that's not sheepish.
Right, we ain't do that though. We ain't do that part. We still say F the police. We
Absolutely.
still say my president is black.
Absolutely. And
You
so
know,
did he.
So thank you. So you gotta love how people think thank you. You answered the question right
And so
there.
did he.
And that's why.
And so did he.
And that's what I'm worried about.
So Shamichael, Kanye tweeted just a few hours ago. He tried to clarify this, right? So I'm going to put.
So
these
let's
words
clarify.
to make
Yes.
myself clear. Of course, I know that slaves did not get shackled and put on a boat by free will. My point is for us to have stayed in that position, even though the numbers were on our side, means that we were mentally enslaved.
Majority of the boats were more slaves than slave owners when it came to the Caribbean and to America. Majority of the boats. You tell me all those people. Of course they were shackled. Of course they were shackled to the thing. I know that, but you get all those people on there. You tell me, and again, remember, there are a lot of Caribbean islands where the slaves jumped off the boat, killed themselves because they didn't want to be in bondage. Again, they made that choice. They didn't want to be that.
The reason why I brought up the 400 years point is because we can't be mentally imprisoned for another 400 years. We need free thought now.
Really? Remember what LBJ said? Give me the Great Society, which is welfare, and I will. And this is exact quote. I will have niggas voting Democrat for the next 200 years. He's been proven right so far. 95% of people vote that way out in America. So hey, is it that?
Even the statement was an example of free thought. It was just an idea. So he's backtracking. But does that make
He ain't
sense?
backtracking. That is not
No, it
backtracking.
doesn't,
But
John. I mean, look, I think even a cursory understanding of slavery and the history of slave people or enslavement would have better positioned him to make a more accurate and historically factual statement. He did not. The premise of his statement, or of his tweets rather, that he is a free thinker is somewhat absurd to me. And intellectually speaking, I would advise Kanye to pick up a book written by Immanuel Kant back in the 1700s.
oh, Immanuel Kant. I wonder who's that Immanuel Kant person. Oh, a white German. How about we take up books from people from black people? You want to show black history? Why don't do that?
The critique of pure reason. Perhaps that would better prepare him with the necessary tools to be able to truly be a free thinker, because what he said is not a free thinker. There's nothing genius about it. It's blatant ignorance, and it's embarrassing. And for all the young people who have invested in him, who go out and buy his sneakers, who buy his albums, what do you say to those individuals? It's because of them he is where he is at currently. He owes those folks an explanation.
Yeah. Yes. So
Just those folks' explanation that he could think on his own.
listen,
Okay.
and we have you're a black conservative. Again, this is not about politics, although people are trying to frame it that way.
Well, no, it's not.
Wait a minute. You can't say that, Don, when I had to skip over because y'all went straight to the whole Trump thing. I don't watch CNN a lot, but like I said, I don't like CNN because I've lied so many times. But you know what? I have to watch them because I am going to stay true to my words of I watch all news sources because everyone from CNN, ABC, MSNBC, Fox, you got to watch all of them because they spin every frigging thing. You don't get news no more. You don't.
The difference, yes, I am a black conservative, but I can, Kanye's is not. There's a distinct difference between the two.
I hope he's watching, because you just preached right there.
That's no preach. Whatever, dude. Because they're going to do that commercial thing. So let me just let the commercial go. All right. So, and I like how you said, pick up the books. Pick up the books, right? So we got to pick up the books. What about, so you tell me, my name Kent, a white German. Which I would say, still read a book, but you say to learn about the history of what's going on with black people. Okay, then why don't we take up books from people who are, I don't know, actual slaves? How about we take up Frederick Douglass? He was an actual slave. Escape from Slavery, very good book. Another one, Anti-Slavery, another good book. How about we read that? How about we read those books in our schools today? We don't, but how about we do that? How about Booker T. Washington, who's also at the end, when the abolition happened, came close to the end of slavery. He had a book, The Problem with the American Negro. Very good book, and he talked about exactly what Kanye said, how a lot of blacks was free, but they didn't want it because, again, Booker T. Washington was at the ending of slavery, and he talked about how many people still stayed slaves. They were free. His family chose to be free. Other people stayed to be slaves. That's what he's talking about. That's something he talked in that book. Very good book to read. I recommend it to anybody. Oh, let's go to Martin Luther King. Everybody talks about Martin Luther King. Read the Montgomery letters. Martin Luther King was a Republican, but read the Montgomery letters of how things were. Or read one of his books called, what's the book I read? The Dignity in Labor. How to telling black people to stop looking for handouts, work hard for your stuff. Martin Luther King they got a book about that. Hell, how about Sister Sherazada Ali? She has a book. It's funny. In 1980, she came with a book, The Black Man's Guide to Understanding the Black Woman. In that book, and you should read it, it's a really good book. Read that book, right? But she got vilified. She had to get security, not from white people, from black people. Everything in her book, almost like, let me see, about 90% of what she said in that book happened to this day. She warned us all about what the welfare would do, what would happen with single black mother. All that stuff she said in the 1980s is happening now. She was correct, but she was vilified. She was threatened. She had to walk. And she had to walk around with security guards in the 1980s because of what she wrote in the book, and everything in that book came to pass. Good book, read it. Like I said, came to pass. Those are books we should be reading, and they're all by black people. They're all by black people. How about that? That's the kind of history we should be teaching in our schools. If you want to do Black History Month, teach those books. And then, of course, we have, we call it, when the guy got upset. I got to play this guy. It's just funny to me.
Kanye, watch this.
I actually don't think you're thinking anything. I think what you're doing right now is actually the absence of thought. And the reason why I feel like that is because Kanye, you're entitled to your opinion. You're entitled to believe whatever you want.
So why don't we just let him, if you don't like it, just not give the man, let's not give his words power then. Drop it.
But there is fact and real world, real life consequence behind everything that you just said. The rest of us in society have to deal with these threats to our lives.
What threats? You mean the threats more coming from the same people who, basically, a lot of black people kill a lot of black people in America?
We have to deal with the marginalization that has come from the 400 years of slavery that you said for our people was a choice. Frankly, I'm disappointed. I'm appalled. And brother, I am unbelievably hurt by the fact that you have morphed into something, to me, that's not real.
Clarity.
Hey, stupid. No wonder you guys only get 1 million views a day. The frig. Okay. And that was killing me. 400 years, right? 400 years. Let me see. The Pilgrims landed at Plymouth Rock in 1620. The Emancipation was signed in 1833. When it went into law, it was 1865. That's about 244 years. I don't see the 400 years. Oh, if you add today's date back to 8/16/20, it's 397. That kind of makes sense right there, because it might basically slavery ended back in 1865. So for another 100 for years, we still say the same. Clarity. And then you got now DJ radio shows talking about mute Kanye. We gotta mute Kanye. I'm not gonna play his music no more. I'm not giving no platform, whatever. Okay, you have the right to do that. That's not my thing. Whatever. You have the right to say mute Kanye. You don't want to give him a platform. But you know, I'll let Kanye speak on this one, because you mute him because he said that it ain't really hurt nobody. But you still play songs about Kanye, tell them what the songs they want you to they don't want you to do what you want to do, which is everybody has the right to say anything they want, and you don't get any power, but they want you to do this.
No. Is it better if I rap about crack, huh? Cause it's cultural? Or how about I'ma shoot you? Or fuck your bitch? Or how about all this Gucci? Cause I'm fucking rich?
Yeah, thank you. So all the guys who say I'm gonna kill you, kill the rappers, I'm a Crip, I'm a Blood, I'm all this stuff, I'm gangsta, I'm thug for life, and all this other stuff, and all this. I want a thug in my life who beat the crap out of you and all this stuff. The music they be playing, yeah, that's cool. But because he said something, that's changeable, huh? Yeah, it's a curse. A lot of people in America are cursed. We keep this thing going. It does. So you will keep on playing music, and it's funny. It's funny. Most of the rappers who talk all this stuff, gangsters, all this stuff, and I know this because of the music. White people buy hip hop more than black people. Hell, my music don't sell in America that much. I don't talk about thugs or gangsters or women being saying bitches and hoes and all that stuff. I don't. But that doesn't get my music played in America. Now, when I go to Europe, where I went to perform and have fun, and in Japan, where they buy my stuff again, instant classics. I never thought that thing would have been sold as best and been a platinum album, but you know what? It did. Why? Because it sold over there. Didn't sell over here. It's over there. And in the album, we never talk about no guns, no killing nobody, none of that junk. But I've turned on the radio and you see they're bleeping it, but they're talking about, hey, shorty, I'm gonna kill you and all this stuff. Yeah. So that we could play on the radio for the little kids to hear, but everything else, that right there is a problem. So it's a curse. We live in a curse. We do. I'm sorry. We have to, and I did a video. I did a video about it, and I'm gonna explain what the curse is, because we keep on hurting ourselves. And and Kanye is not hurting nobody. Y'all made the words big. His tweets and all this stuff should have never been a big thing. But because he's going against certain things, y'all just get up and crazy. Up and crazy and do stupid stuff. That's what it is. Hell, I got on Facebook Live. I just put a post up just a while ago. This black girl, she's accepted also on a writing scholarship, a full scholarship. She broke the curse because she didn't do stupid stuff. Didn't have no children before she finished high school. Finished high school, did her job, hard work, and she's gained this crazy scholarship. There have been videos of a lot of people coming from other countries because the curse is basically this. It's just funny. Majority of people that come, a majority of blacks that came from other countries, 71% of them do way better than American blacks. And we are not in the country. We come from another country, we're more successful than people who've been here. Most of those other people don't even know how to speak the language. They come over here and still trounce people who speak the language. So it's a curse. It's a mindset. For anybody out there who think differently, again, and as I said in the last video, you don't have to agree with Kanye 100%. You're not gonna. Nobody's gonna. Hey, people might think, hey, you guys on the stream and on Facebook, like y'all might think, hey, I'm crazy saying all that stuff. You disagree with me? That's cool. You can disagree with me. You're not gonna agree with everybody 100% because if you do, you're a slave. And if you agree with somebody 100%, you don't have no free thought. That's what he's trying to push out to people, but nobody's want to accept it at that. I have nothing against what he said because again, he said stuff that I don't agree with. But it's funny when he said stuff that y'all liked and jumped on, y'all cheered. We're human beings. Evil, as I said, evil, good, whatever. We've done crazy things. We have. And the majority of people who kill black people in America are black people. But we don't want to stand now. Oh, the government put crack in the neighborhood. So who told you to sell the crack? Who told you to sell the other stuff? Or to put guns in the neighborhood. Again, a gun don't get up on his feet and walk and shoot somebody. Somebody evil had to pick up the gun to do that. We have little kids who are getting killed. Tyshawn Lee got shot 7 times in his chest just walking in the back street because of what his mom and daddy are. Breonna Skate was in her grandmother's lap reading a book and she got shot in the head. Drive by. They thought they got the wrong house. I forgot the little kid I started this while ago. Their sisters, his aunts beat him to death. He's 3 years old. Beat him to death with a baseball bat because he wanted a cookie. Beat him to death because he wanted a cookie. I'm sorry, you can't be throwing glass stones. You can't be throwing stones from a glass house. You really can't, because people can throw that back at you. We got to fix a lot of stuff around here first. To work, I'm still even worried what Kanye is saying, technically speaking. But I feel that, like I said, the only reason I speak up a little bit more because I felt the same thing where I have had music that doesn't have none of that negativity stuff in it, and I don't get it. I don't get spins and plays unless it gets somewhat popular to get played in America. It is what it is. Life is life. I move on. But it's funny that, and yes, Instant Classic does have parental sign because we have. But compared to the average rap songs, hell, let's talk about Cardi B, who just came out. Cardi B is great, whatever. A woman who got vulgar mouth, talk all crazy stuff, had a fling to have a child, a one-night stand, basically, because that's what, and she stated that herself. Yeah, that's what we want to promote to these little girls. Hell, it's on my Facebook page. There's a post of these young girls who sexualize themselves just to go prom, showing their butts out, having their cuts to show their cleavage. They're 16 and 17-year-old girls, 18, if whatever, girls sexualizing themselves to go to prom. Don't need that. That's the problem that's going on in the black community, and we need to fix it with ourselves. But I got my hashtag unmute Kanye, because again, let the man say what he got to say. She's the other people who say other crazy stuff, and I don't see y'all jumping against that. Again, you see people they going, and again, for people who just have a free thought, you threaten. The guy says, "Oh, you're gonna threaten our life." You mean the same guy who threatened Kanye? He said, "I'm gonna kill you if you come to California." Which, of course, hey, dads, Kanye lives in California. And he's only an hour and 30 minutes from you. Why don't you go? Oh, yeah, because he has security guards and he will shoot your black ass. Shut the hell up, man. Jeez. Look, it's a man's words. It is what it is. Sorry, like I said, you want to tell us to. It's funny how all these people on CNN say they read books, but you want to read by the white man. Again, I ain't got nothing against that. Read by the white man, but there are people who are actual slaves who wrote about this stuff, and if you read those books, you learn a good amount of stuff too. And Frederick Douglass wrote many books. And some of his, like I said, argue again. Escape from Slavery, Anti-Slavery, really good reads from Frederick Douglass, who was a slave. Booker T. Washington, again, who was a slave and ended at the apartheid when slavery ended. Talk about his book of what his book is again. The Parliament American Negro. And he talked about, he saw what happened when he and his family was free, but other people still went back to be slaves. Martin Luther King wrote about it in his Montgomery letters and also in the Labor to be Dignity. There's dignity in labor. I'm sorry, I got the words mixed up wrong. And Sister Shahrazad, that woman got vilified super unfairly. But of course, she was her own Nostradamus because everything she wrote in her book came to pass. Again, like I said, I'll be honest, not everything, about 95% came to pass. She saw what was going on and she wrote a book about it. People would chastise her. People said she was wrong. She was whatever. She had to get, again, she had to also had to get bodyguards because black people wanted to kill her. Hell, Judge Joe Brown talked about it. Go on YouTube and listen to Judge Joe Brown talk about the 60s and how he tried to help these women and everything, but they turned him down because they said, "Oh, man, you ain't gonna try to get me to learn and read any books." And this is what he said. He said, "This you don't give me to read any books or learn a job. All I gotta do is keep on popping these kids, and I'm gonna get me more welfare." Judge Brown said that's what happened in the 60s after Lyndon B. Johnson, who was the president, said, "You give me the welfare state, I will have niggas voting Democrat for the next 200 years." Been 60. Not a bad job. He's been correct too. You're talking about learn history. Well, let's learn history. Let's learn about that. But I was maybe because I left Nevis to come to St. Thomas. I didn't have television or whatever, and I thank my mom for giving me buying the Encyclopedia Britannica stuff where you could read stuff without before. Now that you can't read because of how crap it is right now with how things are going. But I read a lot of stuff. Kind of sad that when my mom lost the house, that those books got taken apart. Cause that's really some good. That's something that I wish I could hold to give to my kids if I ever got kids. If I get kids, I would love to give them to read that book, and I'll sit down and read with my son or my daughter. Hey, let's turn to let's go to Encyclopedia B. Let's read you here, son, and see what's going on. There's things like that is what I would like to do with my son and my daughter if I ever get kids. First, I gotta get married. But in that regard, yeah. So the radio stations, then, whatever. That's really why I'm doing this video, because of the radio stations. They're saying they're not gonna promote his music. They're gonna give him a platform. Okay, you have that right. My thing's not against that. But how about you stop promoting all the gang banging, calling women sluts, bitches, hoes, you're a hooker, you're a thought, all these words that come from the hip hop slang, and promoting these women to do sexual OBT, all this stuff. Even Chris Rock talked about it. What he was it? To the window, to the wall, to those girls don't care. They could be saying, if you got a hot beat, you can say, I could do it in your ear. And they say, I don't care. He called your name. That ain't me. And even Chris Rock talked about it. And to be honest, before let me wrap this up, to be honest, 2 days ago, what was it? Thursday, and I was a person because I was talking to him on the phone. Thursday, you know what? I got pulled over by a cop just this Thursday. Now, I did it. I know what he pulled me over because I hear people riding my ass. Don't like when people right up on me. I'm like, dude, it's the kind of traffic. So I did brake check somebody. He didn't. Cop saw that, thought it was like I was drunk or something, which I wasn't, but. Pulled me over. He came to the car. He had his, he has his light and he had his hand right there on his gun. Do I get offended that he did that? No. Why? Because hey, there's situations where it happen and have happened. I should feel offended? Not really. Because all I did was I said, he's like, are you all right, sir? Blah blah blah. I give him my I say, you give my license. He said, yeah. I saw you what you did back there. You didn't break in erratically and everything. Are you under influence? I said, no, sir, I'm not under influence. I said, I would take the test. I said, I would take the test because I know I didn't drink nothing. He took the license, went back, ran it, nothing happens. Okay. All right, just make sure everything is right and be careful how you're braking, son. He gave me my thing and I went away. I was not late for work or nothing because I was way early. But if you just simply follow this and do stuff, you won't. There's less than a 1% chance that you will get shot. Again, I remember I had a gun pointed at my damn head by a cop. But again, my curse is, like I said, the only reason I did this really because the radio stations are now shutting that down, but they don't want to shut down the other people who these kids want to grow up to be. Oh, I want to be a gangster like this guy. I want to be a gangster like Young Uzi. I want to be a gangster like Tekashi 69 that has 65 tattoos on his face, on his neck, everything. And they're like, hey, blood, hey, man. Enter and all this stuff, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna let's be all about it, man. Let's shoot it. I'm like, oh, so we could promote that. That's just funny. That is just funny. So with that said, let me see. That is so true, Andre. Oh yeah, there's Young Uzi, Lil Uzi, Young AK-47. Dude, they got these rappers. I know you don't listen to rap nowadays days that's playing on the radio stations. I know that, but there are these young kids, young rappers. We talk about this. Google Tekashi 69. This guy got full of his face, tattoo, big 69 right here, tattoo, color hair, all this stuff on his neck, everything. And he's like, yo, blood, I'm gonna kill you, blood. Don't mess with me like that, blood. You don't walk up on me, blood. And his songs is basically, these bitches, I hate these bitches. But we promote that. But and again, you want to stop you because you think he's hurting, you're giving the county a platform, you want to stop it. That's cool. But it's funny that you would promote that nonsense. That's my problem. And that's why I said my music, yeah, it doesn't get played unless it gets something a hype someplace. It plays. It get plays. I can tell you right now, the album I'm working on right now called Kaleidoscope. Hopefully everything goes right. I finish it. I have songs, uplifting songs in it, talking about God, talking about stuff like that. It's gonna get played it's gonna get played in Europe, but it ain't. I guess unless something gets hot, it's not gonna be played in America. I know it's not. I've been doing the T3 records. I've been doing T3 records since 2002. I know how my music. Majority of my sales come from Europe. Doing soca, hip hop, R&B, reggae. I don't promote that negativity stuff, but it sells over there. I remember a while ago I put on Facebook. Well, since I don't get this playing, I might do this crazy stuff to put in this thing. Look, I don't agree, and you're right. I don't agree with everything that Kanye said, but I'm not gonna give that big agreement. I said it again. I'm not gonna agree. It's impossible for somebody to agree with somebody 100%. If you do, you are a slave, and that's the point. But that's the reason I'm doing this video because again, how we promote this stuff. I want to like Memphis Bleak. Not Memphis Bleak. Sorry, oh God, what a guy name is again. What a guy name is again. Meek Mills. Yeah, Meek Mills. Everybody, you got people out there chanting, free Meek, beat Meek, do all these Meek, do all this stuff. Including with Jay-Z. I had to laugh at Jay-Z when Jay-Z and Van Jones and Jay-Z. And they did what they did? Oh yeah. And Jay-Z said, it's not about money. It's not about money. I'm like, Jay-Z, please, why? Don't even lie like that. Big Pimpin'. Remember that song? Remember all the songs? I'm a drug dealer, I'm a seller, I'm a pusher. Come on, man. Don't do that. Don't do that nonsense. That's just, be yourself. Now you're saying it's not about that, but you got to where you were because of that. Hell, your latest song still with DJ Khaled is about, these guns and things like, dude, you're in your 40s. Why are you talking? You got what is it, two? I know, is it 3 kids he has now? Was it twins Beyonce had? But you have kids now. Dude, why? Stop that nonsense. You're too old for this crap, man. You're too old for this stuff. Meek Mill, everybody used to be protesting, showing stuff, saying, "Oh, this is great." Again, free Meek Mill. He shouldn't be in jail. No, he should have been in jail because everybody said, "Well, his first case was messed up because it was a crooked cop." Okay, I give you that. It's a crooked cop. His first case was messed up, even though it was drug charges, assault, having a gun, and everything. Okay, they gave him a break. They gave him a break. He was supposed to go 5 to 10 years. They gave him 5 months. They gave him a break. So you got music. Go ahead and do this. Then he had his probation. Then a couple months later, he broke his probation. And even if you went to jail for the first probation and the cop was bad, I was like, you know what? Okay, still less. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. But he broke his probation 5 times. And the last time he broke probation, he didn't just went beyond what he's supposed to, but he went super beyond it. You're supposed to stay in Philadelphia. You're in New York City. You're supposed to stay clean from drugs. Drugs was on you. Weed, of course, yes, but that's called drugs, whatever. I don't care for the weed stuff like that. I know people say whatever, but it is paraphernalia was there. You don't have a license and you're driving recklessly in New York. You want to know why they throw you in jail? You shouldn't be in jail. Nah. Like the judge said, you basically spitting in my face, breaking the rules 5 times. We gave you times that you don't want to listen. But we're going to held that up as free meat, free this, free that kind of stuff. That's not helping. Yeah, that's why the curse is happening. And then young kids, just as you say, young kids are hurting with Kanye. Young kids see what Meek doing and say, "Oh well, I ain't gonna do this. I want to be a rapper. I gonna do whatever I want, and I ain't gonna worry about the laws because they don't come after me because I'm a black man." Okay. Okay. So it's crazy. It's literally crazy. The biggest issue is here that we just seeing that people are more afraid to allow their own thoughts without telling them how they should think. Yeah, I agree with you 100% there, sir. So, well, we'll see about this. Like I said, it looked like the Project Open Mic thing is going smoothly as much as I can, and I hope I do that. Negative music push all over. Dancehall music just as bad, not even worse. You're exactly correct, sir. That's my point. And it's like I said, it happens. Joyful playing, I gotta stand it. I come from the Caribbean. Carnival is happening St. Thomas. You know, Waka Batida and stuff. It's a little sexualizing, but we having fun and we joking around. Party hardy, whatever. But yeah, there might be you know, Young Shatta and all this stuff in the reggae scene, and now we got all these thoughts and all these new terms we're using now for gangster rap and everything now. Yeah, so we're continuing this, and it's getting worse. And I really do mean this. Sister Sherzal Ali book, read it. It's a really good book. Again, she wrote that book in the 80s, basically kind of 70s to the 80s, but in the 80s, and she was correct. She saw what would happen to black people, and she was correct. What can I say? I wish we had read. A lot of people read the book and said, "No, I don't want to do it." But everybody went against her. And then hell, Malcolm X said it. I played a video from it. Malcolm X said it. Said what would happen, and he was right. Maybe that's why he got shot. That's why Malcolm X got shot. But again, we'll talk more issues, more stuff for that. Thank you people for watching Project Open Mic, of course. And like I said, we'll have more people join on and conversations, and I have no problem. And anybody, again, once again on Facebook, if y'all want to do a one-on-one live and we talk about issues or anything, I have no problem. Let's do it. We have a conversation. We don't have to get up with you. We don't get an argument or nothing. Have a conversation. We might agree, we might disagree. But the point is, we need to have these conversations about what women are doing, what men are doing, what young kids are doing, what our society itself, black, non-black, immigrants, illegal immigrants, all this stuff that's going on right now that the censorship is going around where the news is censoring a lot of stuff because they just can't figure the stuff. Hell, they got a guy, and NBC did. There's a guy named Jordan Peterson who's a professor, and NBC lied on him because he said. He said because there's winners and he said there's always a natural inequity. They're gonna be winners and they're gonna be losers. He said they're gonna be winners and they're gonna be losers, and they vilified the man because he said they're gonna be winners and losers. Yeah, not everybody's gonna win. Not everybody's gonna win it. You're gonna race. They're gonna be at first place. They're gonna be. But you gonna vilify a man because he just said he said a simple statement as that all people are not gonna win. So you write a hit piece and you lied up against the man because he said that's how the hell is that fascism? Hell, you know what? Booker T. Washington talked about that one. He wrote a book about that too, which is cool. I only read half of the book. I gotta read the rest of it. The abolition of fascism. Before even, and that was before even Hitler and everything comes in. He saw what was going on in the South and figured out, wow, this is crazy. You got to watch out for how people are going to hold your speaking on. That is ridiculous. But again, that's just, again, these are books I recommend to anybody to read. And I wish they take these books and put it into school. And I'll say this. I'll fault the Republicans for that one, because that whole No Child Left Behind, the Bush sign, holy crap, that killed critical thinking. That abused critical thinking. Critical thinking is not teaching in schools anymore because of that. Because of the stupid law, the Bush sign. Ugh, I hate that. No Child Left Behind, bull crap. There's some children that need to be left behind, yes, because they're stupid. I'm not going to even be PC. They're stupid. They should be left behind. Learn the stuff, then move up. That's what it should be. It's getting crazy. Nobody critical thinks no more. Nobody say, oh man, everybody jumps at the bait and just crazy and stuff like that. Don't swirl around your head. Say, oh, you know what? I don't agree with it. I might see where you're coming from, and let me back you up. Let me say, okay, let me look at some stuff and say, I disagree with you, and this is the reason why. I wouldn't have come popular over here if I had to follow that path. Okay, and again, so we're gonna have to have, like I said, Father's Day is coming up. We're gonna have. I hope you have the time to do that conversation, because we need to talk about fathers, not only fathers in America itself, but fathers in the Black community, because it's needed. It's something that is needed, and we got to look at the statistics and the numbers and see how that worked. Because before the welfare state, children out of wedlock as a family back in the 60s was 22%. It's 73% now. And most of those kids go on to do horrible things. Some escape it. I'm one, couple people, and I know a lot of people who escaped it. Statistically, I should have never been where I was supposed to have been. But me and my sister broke that curse. And there are a lot of people who broke that curse. I'm not saying, I'm not gonna come on and just be negative to Black people all the time. No, but I just want to give a kick in the ass so they could say, hey, learn what they gotta do and everything, all young people. Because again, we're gonna talk about relationships and all kind of stuff as well too, because this whole thing with the rape culture and everything, you get guys, young men, be careful. Learn how to use a condom. Learn the sensation, how it feels, whatever. Do not have unprotected sex with no female. None. Because you could put yourself in some serious trouble. The way the laws are set up right now, you can get yourself in serious trouble. There's laws right now that says no means no. That you have to ask the female. Funny, the male and a female and there have been cases like this. It's sad. Male and female been drunk, but because she was drunk, he still got arrested for rape because she didn't like what happened. He's been drunk. She did not do. She took advantage of him. He went to jail still. How that happened? But he was drunked out black. I mean black. Knee walking drunk, as the old people used to say. She wasn't. She did it. She regretted it. She put him in jail. Wow. We need to change some of these laws. Like if you're gonna do, the thing about people, most people say, well, "Oh, you're anti for this stuff." No, I'm not. I want, if a real rape happened, you go to the cops immediately. Don't hold it back. Oh, we gotta keep them we gotta keep it. What do you call it again? Because my mind is just going for work. Anonymous. We gotta keep the women anonymous. Okay. How about we keep the women anonymous and we keep the guys anonymous? Why? Because we don't know if that case happened. Let's not take it that rape really did happen. Let's look, find some real things, then you can release the name. I want the guy's name to be sealed as well too, just like the victim's name needs to be sealed. Why? Because let's look at the Duke lacrosse. Well, again, Brian Banks. I mean, I could Santiago Cuderes. I can name a lot of people who went to jail, didn't do nothing wrong, but because of how some women feel. And here's the thing: the women who do these heinous things hurt two things. They hurt women who really get actually raped, and also women and hurt the women hurt that you cry wolf so much time that nobody gonna believe y'all. That's what's happening right now with all the race card and everything. People are crying wolf so much now, people don't even want to believe that. Like I said at the beginning, there's a video that just came out again. Old white guy, 80 years old. He's 80 years old, so he lived a long time. Was he racist? Was he a racist person? Could be. Let's go with the fact that he is. But a black woman cut him off, blocked the entrance so he could and blocking other people too, not only him, blocked him. He got his car, he got angry, they're going back at words, then he called her the N-bomb. Okay, take the power of the words. So he could have been racist. But the funny thing is, she called it that. People say that's fighting words. Again, you giving the word power. Funny how that works. So yeah, but she attacked. He didn't do nothing. He said those words. I give him that. He said those words. That's hurtful, whatever. Because again, I've been called that by other people, and you know what I do? Just walk away because I don't care. You can call whatever you want to call me. You don't know me like that, and I don't care for what words you say. But he got charged for battery, even though she starts swinging, a 40-year-old woman swinging an 80-year-old man. And he barely could have lifted his leg up. But he got charged with battery. And the funny thing about it, there was two Hispanic guys that was around, the parking attendants, and they were laughing. If you saw the news report, they were laughing their ass off. They're like they didn't care. They were laughing because it was funny to them. And they try to hold. Because I was like, man, what are you crazy? What you just did? You could have killed people. But she didn't care. She didn't care at all. And he got angry. But he's going to jail because he got them. And I'm going to do videos about, I got videos to show. I'll put on Project Open Mic where you got women, like I said, women, a man should never hit a woman. Never. But I'll say this. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself. There's many men, I would never hit a woman. But if you swinging on me all the time, something might happen. Everybody has a breaking point. Everybody has a snap point. It's not cool to do it, but how about you keep your hands to yourself? Everybody keep their hands to yourself, men and women. If you can't argue this stuff, just walk away. Just walk away. Cool it down and walk away. That'll be a better thing to do. But I got videos of women who thought, oh, I'm a female, I will never get hit. Some guys did snap and they put you in your place, but people are like, oh, he should have never hit a female. Sorry. She hit first and did horrible stuff to him first, and he defended himself. He defended himself. So watch out for those videos. I'm gonna edit those up and whatever come to that. So thank you again for a quick synopsis on YouTube and also Facebook. Like I said, I'm doing a simulcast, and hopefully when I get everything set up, like I said, we got a real ratio to talk and whatever. Again, I can still do one-on-one. So if y'all want to do that, I can do a one-on-one with anybody. Still, so I have the number that you will call in and we have a conversation. That part. The part I don't have is the call-in system where when we have a conversation and people hear what I gotta say and multiple people call in. That will be taken care of later on at a later date where I could, it will basically be $100 a month, and I will set up a Patreon or a PayPal, I go fund whatever, just to send $1 a month so we can do that. Because again, I'm not looking to get paid rich off of this or whatever. I'll be honest. I'll promote my music. That'll be a thing of that. My music or my crew's music, TT Records. But other than that, I really do want to have a conversation with people and let people have this talking about what's going on in society. Because we do need conversations and not arguments and craziness. So, again, thank you. And Andre, whenever you get a chance, like I said, we got to have a conversation about fatherhood in America. Same thing, Facebook. I know a couple, like I said, Cleve, you're a father. You're going to be an ex-father. I want to have the problem talking about what it needs, because right now there's a lot of people that's turning down masculinity is an evil thing. We do need fathers. We do need males. We need these things. And we need equal. We need men and a woman. We need the yin and the yang. It's a balance. We need those things. One ain't better than the other. That's how society lasted so long. No matter what color you are, we need men, women, any races, whatever, except for cultures. That's one thing history has taught. Multiculturalism has never worked. Multi-ethnic has worked, but multiculturalism has never worked. But that's for another story. Thank y'all for joining. And basically, I got two things basically. Evil comes in all race, shape, color, size, and anything. And individuals are smart. People are stupid. Thank you for joining Project Open Mic. Catch you next time. Same thing on there with Facebook. Catch you next time. And again, keep the topic open. Let's have a conversation. We need those. We need this in real life. So peace out. Open mic.